Okay, I'm just gonna start now. Welcome back to my Skyrim streams. From now until about 8 o'clock Eastern time tonight, I'm gonna actually just be working on modding Skyrim. Currently running the standard modded profile here in Vortex that you can see. Currently has 158 mods enabled. The goal tonight is to change out some of those mods and add between 15 and 20 new ones. Several new plugins, a couple of replacements for mods that I currently have, a couple new quest mods, and then just whatever else I can browse around on in the next 50 minutes or so. So at some point later, I'll actually go through my mod list. There is a lot to it. Fortunately, Vortex is a very good modding tool. It's not very complicated. Brand new neophytes can use it, and the sorting feature is intuitive and very easy to use. Especially since it's powered by loot, load order optimization. That's the load order optimization tool, and that's just been gathering information and data on load orders for the last 8 years of Skyrim modding. So this is great. This tool is amazing, and we'll go through it later. Probably not tonight. Probably next week sometime, to see what we have installed and make a comprehensive list that I will post in the descriptions. For now, let's just sort of jump into what we've got going on. For now, just slide the screen over, and music for this section is provided by No Copyright Sounds, used with permission. Okay. So what I currently have is a College of Winterhold mod installed called Magical College of Winterhold, which is good. It's fun, it's nice, it looks quite good. It has a very magical feel. Let's pull up their mod page here. Magical College of Winterhold. It's got a few interesting things too, where you can sort of boost your spell casting with some of the things you can find inside. I like the way it changes things, and it's probably the most popular in terms of downloads overhaul for the College of Winterhold. However, it's a lot. It makes it feel like the College of Winterhold never really declined. It feels like it's just empty, as opposed to being in disrepair, falling apart. You're coming in as the savior. It just feels like a very exclusive school that is exclusive to the point of purposelessness. So I was looking around, and I'm thinking that instead of the Magical College of Winterhold, we use the Immersive College of Winterhold. And this one makes the interiors perhaps even more epic. This is the Hall of the Elements during the actual you know what part of the quest that is. The Archmage quarters, instead of having a big long desk section right here, has a more formal desk instead of a meeting desk or a conference room desk. It's more just a desk for the one Archmage. I don't actually know what's behind this wall, but maybe that'll be the next picture is coming through. It's got some cool textures. I like the way it structures the college with this big circular staircase, and I think it'll work very well with the ELFX mod lighting mod I'm using that darkens interiors and uses realistic light sources. So I'm hoping that works well. Okay, so here's the alchemy lab, presumably in the Archmage quarters. Okay, a bit more solitary. Hall of the Elements again. The courtyard has windows along the walkway instead of being open. And it has... Oh, it makes that sort of like a greenhouse, I imagine, then. That's what that looks like. Lots of plants in this newly enclosed hallway. Okay. I like that. This is within the actual dormitory towers, the Hall of Attainment. And the enchanting is within the Hall of Countenance. Okay, I like those. It looks like the rooms are open as opposed to having doors like the Magical College of Winterhold. Maybe it'll show us them later, but for right now it sort of looks fairly vanilla inside those rooms. I'd be surprised if they didn't touch them somehow, but they're clearly not like as brand spanking new as the the Magical College of Winterhold mod I'm using right now. Alchemist's quarters. I don't know where this is. I do believe the description said that this mod adds a whole bunch of new areas of the college. Characters will scale with the player. They will attend classes, which you can also do to gain experience. Teachers will now sell supplies. You can, at the end of the quest line, you can allow Tolfdir to take on the role of Archmage. I was watching a review video earlier though, and it said that you can take it. Oh yeah, it says right here. This can be renegotiated at any time through dialogue or the MCM menu. Awesome. And they assemble in the Hall of Elements for meals at noon and or at 6 p.m. Awesome. So the Hall of Countenance has research actually going on now. That's where the older students, the ones who are adepts and above, adepts and experts and masters, usually stay within the Hall of Countenance. The Hall of Attainment is more dormitory. Awesome. The basement floor has been added, catering mostly to alchemists. So that's where the alchemist room is. The Arcanium looks wicked. The Hall of the Elements looks sexy. The Archmage quarters look intense. I love it. College Sanctuary. Oh, this is where you can store powerful artifacts and stuff. So it's basically a display zone, I believe, probably. So it looks like they overhauled the Midden in some ways. New courtyard. And you can repair the bridge once you become the Archmage. Great, because the bridge is just repaired right away. Alright, so yeah, yep. Lustratorium. Botanical collections are housed in the Lustratorium. I believe there's 2 wings, an Alpine wing and a Tropical wing. They're connected by a network of underground tunnels, the Subterrarium. A new fully voiced alchemist has been added and tend to them. Amazing. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to use instead of the Magical College of Winterhold. It's just so much more. And while it isn't as overpowered as some of the things you can find in the Magical College of Winterhold, I like it better. It's much more interesting, I feel. So, I'll have to actually go in and move outside of an actual college cell so I can change those. Let me just load this in really quick. Nice. Just gotta load in, move outside of the college cells. So I changed a couple of things I was using. I felt like with Ordinator being as expansive as it is, that I wasn't getting enough perk points. Granted, I am only level 6, but yeah. To sort of reduce the effects of me having to carry a torch or mage light all the time, I wanted to install wearable lanterns. But I can't quite... Oh, this is just for profiles. I don't care about profiles. As long as wearable lanterns actually works. Don't see an MCM menu. So I like things that this mod, Magical College, adds, right? You get a lot of things for free, though, that aren't really super ultra immersive. So, and these doors, if we close all the doors, you'll see how constrained, I guess you could say, this room is, right? I mean, it seems very closed off, and especially with ELFX, which I call AlphaFX, but it's ELFX. It feels dark, it feels claustrophobic, right? And it's just not quite right enough. So I want to leave the doors open, or not have them in the first place. So that's another thing that would be a bonus for what we're doing. Okay. I did download a adoption expansion mod, so it can adopt up to 6 children, and I can put them in any home, whether it be a custom home or a Hearthfire home. You can designate different things for different children, so that is something that we'll have to do. I actually have to overhaul the children at some point. I'm probably just going to use RS Children Overhaul, because it's the biggest, the best, and it's a framework for several other children mods. See, you can just see that this looks like it's clean, but it's a little bit bare, I'd say. This is nice, a huge apothecary station, but yeah. This is actually really nice. But it feels like it's just giving you things for free. So, let's go out. And then I'm debating, right? Getting a different town overhaul for Winterhold. What? Incompatible menu file, I think that's menu. Okay, candlelight is currently equipped. So this is what I am using because I'm planning on starting off with a mage build. This is going to allow me to sort through spells faster, and that, like, it's not as small, it's not just a little box down here, but I feel it's going to be able to streamline what I'm doing for more. Alright, so I feel like I want a different Winterhold. Okay. The mod I'm currently using does add these little short walls. This is from JK's Skyrim, all in one. JK's Winterhold. But they're not super effective. They don't look impressive, and you have to remember, up until the last era, Winterhold was the capital of Skyrim. And while there are walls, while the JK's Skyrim adds a ton, absolute massive amount of destroyed structures and collapsed buildings, it doesn't feel like an ancient city that has fallen far. It feels like, but is filled with the hardy Nords, you know. It feels like, oh, everyone has given up. Remember, the Great Collapse happened like 30 years ago in game, right? Not very long. That's within a generation. And there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. One of them is an inn, one of them is a general shop, one's the longhouse, and one's just a house. So I'm thinking I'm going to... Oh, okay, this is interesting. I like this. This is pretty cool. I do like JK's Skyrim. I like it. I'll say that. There are other mods that I like certain things from better, and I'm gonna talk about which one I want to overhaul Winterhold with in a little while. In the meantime, I just need to save so I can fix the college with immersive College of Winterhold. Okay. Let's quick save there. Back out of Skyrim. Alright. So, what I was going to change... Let me just show you Vortex. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to find Magical College of Winterhold and disable all of these patches. Disable the actual main mod. I'm going to deploy that so that removes the plugins from the plugins list, and I don't have any conflicts when I try to install Immersive College of Winterhold. Immersive College of Winterhold, Skyrim Special Edition. Install. It's extracting. In the meantime, I want to make sure that College. Okay, book covers original, yes. Overhaul buildings and inhabitants of the College of Winterhold. Yes, yes. Integrates Immersive College of Winterhold and the ELFX lighting schemes, yes. I don't have Apophysis Dragon's Masks. I do have Cutting Room Floor. Don't have the Diameter Snow. I'm considering doing open cities. I don't think so. Do have Ordinator. Don't have Opulent Outfits. And a Winter. I was considering changing my U and P character replacer to Waiko. Forget what that stands for. But, oh, Windsong, there it is, Windsong Immersive Character Overhaul. so I was considering it, but I don't think I'm going to do that just yet. And if I do, I can always do that later. Okay, enable all of the plugins. What sort of file conflicts do we have? Conflicts with ELFX and SMIM. Okay. So we're going to allow the immersive college to overwrite the other things. So SMIM is going to load before immersive college Winterhold, as is ELFX, since we've got a patch for it. So then we'll deploy that now. Okay. While that's deploying, I'm going to look through over here. And we see Immersive College NPCs, but there's an NPC overhaul within Immersive College. Legacy of the Dragonborn patch for Immersive College. Okay. Alright, I'll get that, and then we'd be good there. It's in the display for the Immersive College Winterhold found in the Dragonborn Hall. Okay, it was updated in October 2018, but 4 months ago, so that would work, hopefully. Okay. Again, thank you to No Copyright Sounds for allowing us to use music in our videos free of charge without worrying about copyright strikes. Okay, we're just going to go back over to Vortex, install this. In the meantime, I'm just managing my tabs over in Chrome. Let's go back. Okay, I was considering doing open cities, but I literally just didn't download the patch for Immersive College, so I think I'm gonna hold off on open cities. Yeah, I have JK Skyrim currently installed as my city overhaul mod, and the good thing about this is it overhauls pretty much, like, overhauls all the cities, almost all of the towns, or most of the towns, and all of the small villages. So it's really helpful just to have the one plugin for that. But I don't like Settlements Expanded. It's a small update for what it is, but there is what is it? Great City. That's it. It is the Great Cities of Skyrim. So I like this Great City of Winterhold. It changes the style of Winterhold, adds more impressive walls, less of the town is in ruins, but you still get that sense of it's sort of fallen apart. Okay, you see, you still get the destruction that was caused by the Great Collapse, and it overhauls a lot more of the city, making it really seem like it was the capital. You see all the destruction right here, but you can see that it still seems still retains most of the original, right? You still got these few buildings, but it adds these huge walls and areas that'll just make it seem awesome. So that's something that is on the books for soon. I'll have to remove certain cities from JK's Skyrim, which there is actually a helpful video right here about how to do it yourself. I'll have to watch and learn. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do this soon, but not tonight. A couple big overhauls that I'm gonna add is Organized Bandits in Skyrim. OBIS is what I'll be calling it, or OBIS. What it does is it adds tons and tons of bandits, like 2,500 different bandits into the level lists. 7 tiers of organization, from wannabes to bandit lords, and it adds, in addition to just regular bandit camps, it adds bandit gangs, which have their own unique style, strengths, weaknesses, and lore. And apparently it makes it quite difficult, which is good because I have a lot of things enabled that will make me more powerful at an exponential rate. So I'm really looking for the difficulty to stay high throughout the game. I'm currently playing on master difficulty, and I'm thinking of cranking that up to legendary. So, because it's just not hard enough. And if that's not enough, something like OBIS will be very helpful. So there's a lot of fun stuff here, a lot of new ideas that are implemented in OBIS, and it is something that I've been looking at for several weeks now in preparation for the Skyrim Together playthrough I'm planning with a whole bunch of my friends from my Discord server, and it is something that I want to try out for myself beforehand. So we're going to download the main file, of course. This is version 2.5. I don't have immersive weapons, and I wasn't planning on getting it, so I'm not going to. Probably. Patrols add-on adds patrolling bandits. I'm not gonna... I will do that because I'm going to add immersive patrols, which I will go over next. Just wanted to make sure it didn't have anything about adding bandit patrols, but no, it's just Stormcloak, Balmore, Imperial, Dawnguard, Skull, Reaver, Reeklings. Okay. Caravans. Okay, so I'm going to get the patrols add-on. Yep. A notice board will place bounty hunting notes in the notice boards found around Skyrim. Oh, I need a notice board mod. Adds notice boards that you can pick up quests from. It looks very low resolution. I don't like that. That's just the glass, I imagine, actually. OBIS is huge. $570 megabytes. That's pretty significant. Okay. I'm not gonna do notice boards. I'll be going into taverns anyways, so that'll be fine. SOT, I don't know what that is. Oh, Sands of Time. Increased spawns. Okay, I can do that much later. What is this item sorting mod? Oh, no. I already looked at that and dismissed it as something I don't need in my game. I've played it enough Skyrim that I know exactly where everything is, so. Let me just download the patches that I need. Which is this Patrols add-on. I'm not going to get the PDF that explains this because I want to be surprised. Okay, install Obis. Again, about 20 minutes till I actually get into gameplay, but for now, I'm gonna go through and get a few more mods installed before we begin. Okay, Patrols add-on, install that, enable the plugin, and deploy it all. Okay. So I tried to do a paper world map. It didn't work. There was something weird going on, so I'm not sure exactly why. I disabled that. I really wanted it, but maybe I'll work on that in time for the Skyrim Together playthrough I'll be doing. I'll just talk more about this later. We're not going to do that right now. Let's slide this back over here. Okay, so we've got OBIS. Next up is Immersive Patrols. This is going to make Skyrim feel a little bit more alive, especially out in the wilderness. It's going to add patrols of the factions on both the mainland and on Solstein. It will also provide small Civil War battles and some non-Khajiit caravans, which is good. That makes sense. Okay. Very short description. So what you need to know: it does not use scripts, which means that you can always update your game free from worry. If you're going to be using this mod, you can always uninstall it at any time. It also means that it has a smaller impact on performance than if it had used scripts. NPCs will respawn. Alright. Battles are located at those forts right there: Amal, Dunstad, Greenwall, Nurgrad, Snowhawk, and Sunguard. There are no vampires, werewolves, or bandits in this mod. Good to know. And all enemies scale, but only through stats and player level. Okay, good to know. Immersive Patrols. I would like you in my game. Okay. Slide back over to Vortex. Install that mod. Enable the plugins. Deploy that mod. I want to make sure that I have what I really wanted. Okay, so I did install Sacrosanct last night in my free time. So Sacrosanct is the vampire overhaul that I'm using. It's by the same author who made Ordinator, the perk overhaul that I'm using, and as you can see, it adds a ton more perks, as well as several other things, like different. You got your blood levels as before, but now playing as a regular vampire is possible instead of just them being almost worthless. So you can play as either a normal vampire or a vampire lord, and a normal vampire is no longer just a stepping stone for a vampire lord. Not my words, that's the words of Bro Jewel. Awesome mod reviewer. So there's all sorts of new things, including race specialties, new spells, a new type of magic called hemomancy, or blood magic, new ranks of vampires that you can progress up through, and new powers, new options, new everything. Just look at this. This whole thing is new features. Okay, so that's awesome. Okay, thank you, Immersive Patrols, for your help. Immersive Citizens was something that I've heard about. It's not compatible with several things, but none of those things are things that I have installed. I've heard good things about this mod, but I don't really know much about it. So I'm going to hold off on it. It just says that will increase player in-game immersion by greatly improving artificial intelligence of friendly citizens in order to make them act and react like true humans in relation to their environment or to an aggressor. Combat AI is revamped within citizens. They will evaluate danger and respond to it more realistically. Improve schedules, occasional travel, better use in response to the world around them. Respond to weather, individuals' professions, and relationships. Could add a lot of depth. Could be interesting. I don't know if it'll conflict with what I really wanted, though, was the populated Skyrim mod. I was originally considering doing their all-in-one version of this mod. They've got a whole bunch of populated mods. Populated prison cells, populated towns, cities, and villages. Populated dungeons, caves, ruins. Populated forts, towers, places. Populated lands, roads, and paths. But since I downloaded OBIS and Immersive Patrols, I don't want the lands, roads, and paths. I don't want forts, towers, and places, and I don't want dungeons, caves, and ruins, because those things should feel empty, in my opinion. And later I can mod those anyways. But I wanted more NPCs in towns, more realistic NPCs in towns. So I think I'm gonna do this mod here. Basically just adds more people. Some places it adds a lot. Solitude adds 11 citizens, plus all of these. This adds up to more than 11. So it's 11 various citizens plus all of these. So this will make the places feel more lived in. I'm gonna do this. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't very well installed. Oh, yes it is. Total downloads, 318,000. Then why does it say unique downloads? Oh, I see. There's a lot of people still running the old versions of the mods. 28,000 here on the last version before the one we're currently on. This one was just installed, uploaded 4 days ago, actually. So good. We'll do that. Back over in Vortex, we're going to install that. Counting down, we've got 12 minutes to actual gameplay, provided that everything works, of course. And that's always the fear and worry of modding Skyrim, is that you install something that just doesn't click with everything else. Then you're screwed. NCS, doing good. I was looking at Holds the City. I saw a lot of good things with the original Skyrim version. And it's pretty good, but it sort of feels dated. it uses a lot of vanilla assets, so it's pretty good for being able to use your actual texture packs, but oh well. Speaking of texture packs, I was looking at Noble Skyrim, which seems to be what all of the big modders and streamers use. And it has more stonework as opposed to replacing a lot of things with cobblestone. It replaces more of it with large stone and more physical bricked stone, laying stone. So I'm considering changing to this, but I won't be able to know for sure until I go back in, explore the rest of the cities, and then do a bit of moving back and forth, flip-flopping, and testing, really. Because this looks really nice. But so do the Skyrim 2017 textures that I'm using with a 4K diffused textures. So, I'm keeping this in the back of my mind, is what I'm saying. Okay. Let me make sure I turn off or hide adult mods. Blocking. So I don't get. I don't want to get shot. Please don't ban me. Block all these for now. Oh wait, I can just unblock these. I don't need any translation mods, thank you very much. We'll just hide adult content for the moment. Okay. Now I can go and actually look at more mods and special edition. What do we have that came out recently? Patches, unenchanted items. Expanded White Watch Tower. I've seen a couple of these recently, but that can be changed with larger overhauls. Once I get into Dawnguard and Dragonborn and all of that, we can see about overhauling those factions, where they actually live and work, and where their battles and such take place, but not for right now. For right now, I'm going to hold off on all of those types of overhauls. I was thinking, actually, about Apocalypse Magic of Skyrim. It adds a whole bunch of new spells, like a whole bunch. There's a lot of reading and figuring stuff out. So maybe I'll look at that later. What else was I thinking about? I installed the Windtown Bridge overhaul because it looks awesome, and I did complain last time about how I didn't really feel that Windhelm was living up to its full potential. So I got that. This isn't the account that I normally watch mod videos on. Well, it's okay. We've got 6 minutes left till I do some gameplay, so I'm gonna go in, make sure that everything is sorted in Vortex. Make sure everything lines up right. Specifically looking at related things. Okay. Saying that I have audio overhaul. It needs a compatibility patch for Ordinator. Really? Okay. Gwyn, Unify, unrated. Oh, sweet. Patches for all sorts of stuff. Because I was getting problems. That's why I'm not using Bidgen AIO all-in-one loader. I'm not using any Bidgen mods. Because I was getting some weird things. Faces weren't showing up, basically. Skin wasn't showing up. So I disabled that and was using the UMP Female Male Body Renewal mod instead of Bidgen. So I was using UMP instead of this. So.
Don't burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder. Go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder. Go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder. Go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder. Go crazy, berserker.
I'll have to look back at this. Okay. I think for now, that will do. I'm going to go in, do some text testing, and yeah, close out of that. Okay, let me go to dashboard, start the script extender, yes, allow it to make all the changes at once, hide display 1, and let's see how this do. Size weirdly. Actually make that the main thing. Loading, loading, loading. It's not getting captured. Why is OBS not capturing? Why is OBS not capturing the game? No. Well, good news, the game starts. Bad news, you can't see the game in OBS. Let me just see if I can turn the display back on if that will fix the problem. Don't want to have the same problem I had last night when I was streaming Divinity and not be able to see.
No, I certainly didn't. Is there a reason you're asking?
Sort of.
No, certainly
A little
not.
bit. Not
A small experiment
not what I
may have
want.
gone awry, but clearly with no discernible consequences.
See. And is this something I'll need to worry about in the future?
Certainly,
Let's quit Skyrim. Turn off display capture, window capture, properties. Okay, Skyrim Special Edition. Launch that. Hello, script extender. Okay, let's see. Loading, loading. Loading, loading. Main menu. OBS doesn't see it. Why doesn't OBS see it? Let me go up to OBS. Where is the game capture screen? Let me delete game capture, re-add game capture. Any full screen? Yes. Window capture. Can I change this to Skyrim? Terribly sorry about this, everyone. No. No, that's not gonna fix it. What window? Skyrim Special Edition. Okay. Put it in. That didn't do it. I don't know. I really don't know why it's not displaying the game. It's not even capturing it.
What a display of color.
Is everything well, Nellifer?
Oh yes, quite fine. My accommodations here continue to be just fine.
There haven't been any problems.
Let me restart the game. Alright, well what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end this stream and then restart OBS and then relaunch the stream. So thank you all for watching my modding video. This has been almost an hour of me modding Skyrim Special Edition, and I I will see you back in about a minute and a half for the actual gameplay of Skyrim Special.